Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of FF7 REMAKE 100% walkthrough. Make sure you either equip the Magician's Bracelet on somebody so you can get an extra materia slot, or the Heavy Duty Bracer if you want the extra defenses. I chose the Magician's Bracelet for the extra slot. And when you're ready, we can start the story now of Broken World, Chapter 13.
Hey! Anybody out there?
Barret! I think I hear him up ahead.
Hey!
Here
Can
goes.
anybody hear
And
me?
push!
Marlene. Marlene. Marlene! Marlene! Biggs! Wedge! Jesse! God damn it! God damn you! God damn you all! Marlene! Marlene!
It was us. We did this.
No, you can't think like that. Whatever came before it was Shinra that pulled the trigger today. Am I right?
Yeah.
Hold on to this anger, okay?
Barret. Marlene's fine.
Huh?
Aerith found her.
Aerith. Is that the girl they took?
Yeah. That's her.
What the hell's going on?
I asked Aerith to find Marlene and take her somewhere safe.
And she did? You sure? Hey, where you going?
Barret has joined the party.
How could this...
I said, where you going?
Aerith's house. It's in the Sector 5 slums.
And that's where Marlene is?
Where we hope she is.
Tell me she is. Give me something to hang on to! Even if she's not, I won't blame you for it, I swear. Who am I kidding? I'd probably try to tear your head off.
Hey, Tifa. Know anything about ancients?
I know I've heard of them at least.
They come up in planetology books. Meant to be the original stewards of the planet. Could even commune with it, talk to it and stuff.
That must be why the Turks wanted her so badly.
Within my veins flows the blood of ancients. This planet is my birthright. You have failed again, I see. But through suffering, you will grow strong. Isn't that what you want?
Cloud?
It's nothing. Let's go.
Okay, actually guys, there's a new item we can get here.
There's a hole in the sky.
Wait. Over there.
What the hell are they doing here?
Their jobs, probably. Just focus on seeing Marlene again. Nothing else.
In some of the alleyways, we can actually go in one of them that was blocked off by thugs before, and then we'll be able to get the rest of the treasure after.
Did you find what you were looking for?
Thanks to you, I did.
Good. Now never let it go again.
So it's this alleyway right here, let's cross here. And make a left turn. Once you cross, there's that treasure chest. I don't know why they had a group here before. Like 2 guys were blocking this before. But it's just a Moogle Medal. That's all it is. I don't understand why they had to block that. And there's not much to do here right now because most of everything is blocked off. The game wants you to proceed with the story.
The first thing we need to do is find a place to take refuge.
Well, this is a fine mess.
How bad is it here?
Compared to Sector 7, we're doing fine. But that's hardly an accomplishment.
Is it true that Sector 7's been...
You guys run into Jesse at the pillar?
Yeah, Biggs too. They were both in pretty bad shape. But Wedge wasn't up there with them. He got out.
Alright.
Alright guys, so we have a long walk here. You're gonna follow the path all the way down to the objective.
Been thinking, y'all. We gotta go find the others.
Huh?
If we don't look for them, who will?
Right.
Hey, Cloud. Gonna need your help with it, too.
Right.
So I'm gonna be turning in a lot of battle intel here, and then we have to get a new summon, Leviathan, and I'm gonna be doing that in the next episode.
This is Sector 5, right? So where's this place you said Marlene is?
Where I think she is. It's a house on the other side of town.
Well, come on then. Pick up the pace.
I'm going as fast as you are.
I can't even...
Alright, so here's this shop right here. You see the weapons here? I think you can buy these if you don't already have them. And we have the accessories that we can buy now, so we can buy more Magician's Bracelet. Well, first thing I'm going to do is sell this Titanium Bangle. Don't need that anymore. I want to buy 2 of these, but I'm going to need more money for Chadley. Alright, so just for now, I'm going to buy 1 Magician's Bracelet. And I think I'm going to give it to Cloud. And okay, let's continue down here.
Is there another explosion?
So go around and we'll talk to Chadley now.
Cloud, I'm glad to see that you're okay.
So one reward we have is ATB stagger material, so let's buy one of those. So this will increase ATB when staggering an enemy. Very good if you're low on ATB, but we need the level 3 for the large ATB boost. Okay, so we just got new battle intel from Chadley. One of them should already be complete that I have. So here it is, 15 out of 19. So we completed this, the ATB stagger material, and this new one, enemy skill material we're going to be getting. Now it's important that you guys get this because we're going to be needing the enemy skill material for the episode after Leviathan, because we're going to be using it to get a new ability. So make sure you guys get enemy skill material. Hopefully you've been assessing 30 enemy types by now. If not, you'll have to hold off on that and get it whenever you do assess 30 enemy types. Acquire all 16 weapon abilities. Okay, that's going to be a little bit before I can get this skill master material. Master all 12 types of magic material. MP absorption material. Well, that's going to be another while. Defeat monsters of 10 unique varieties. Okay, that one should come soon. HP absorption material. Interesting. I would like to see how powerful that one is. It used to be pretty good in the original, if used correctly. Alright, so let's get our next reward here. Enemy skill material. I will be giving this to Cloud, and I still have enough to purchase another 4-slot bangle. Bracelet or whatever, so I'm gonna do that right now. Magician's bracelet. There, all 3 characters will have one now. And okay. So there's nothing else to do in here. We just have to head to the objective now, which is Aerith's house.
That's the house.
Marlene! Marlene! Where's Marlene? Is she here?
Barrett!
Sorry, I'm Barrett. Marlene's my little girl. Marlene, she's got short hair. She's cute as a button, with the heart of an angel. She was wearing, pink. She was wearing a pink dress today.
She's sleeping upstairs.
Huh? Oh.
I said she's sleeping. I want to see her too. Come on, let's go look in on her.
Keep it down. Don't wake her.
Hey, wait a minute. I thought we were not on good terms. You told me to get the fuck out and never come back. Don't you remember that? I know I do. Anyways, let's go upstairs.
Marlene, my baby. Thank God.
Shh. Shinra has my daughter now.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm the one who asked her to go get Marlene. We'd only just met, but she was so kind and helpful. I took advantage of her.
It's not your fault. It was only a matter of time before she ended up back there.
Because she's an ancient. That it?
So she told you about that. She must trust you all a great deal. Yes, Aerith is an ancient. Probably the last one living. She's not my daughter. Not by blood, I mean. If that's what you were wondering. About 15 years ago. My husband, he'd been shipped off to fight on the front lines. But then I received a letter saying he'd be home for a bit. So when the day came, I went to the station to meet him. But he didn't come. I couldn't help fearing the worst, even then. But I told myself his leave must have been postponed, that he'd been delayed. Every day I went, to wait and to pray. And that's how I met her and her mother. I thought maybe they'd run away from Wall Market, or that they were topsiders fallen on hard times. I'd seen that sort of thing a lot. Take Aerith somewhere safe. Those were her mother's dying words. My husband had been away for so long, and I was lonely. So I convinced myself the safest place for the girl was with me. It took no time at all for her to start feeling like family. She was a real chatterbox. She told me strange stories, like how she and her mother had escaped from some sort of facility, and how she wasn't sad because her mother had just returned to their planet.
Their planet, huh? Yeah, that sounds about right.
I didn't understand any of it at the time. When I asked if she meant one in the sky, she said no, this one, right here. I mean, what can you say to that?
Mommy, don't be sad.
That's what she said to me one day, out of the blue. So I asked her, what's wrong?
A man you really, really loved just died. His heart came a long way to say goodbye. But he couldn't stay because he had to return to the planet.
I didn't believe her, of course. And then, a few days later, I received a letter saying my husband had been killed in action. Things like that, she'd just know. It was a lot to deal with, but we were happy. And then came the knock.
Coming! No! Go away!
Aerith, you know you're not just any little girl. You're a descendant of the ancients.
I had no idea what he meant, so I said, "Who are the ancients?"
They were the original stewards of the planet, whose boundless knowledge and wisdom shall guide us to the promised land. Some believe the promised land to be a myth, others an allegory of sorts. But we take the words of the scriptures at face value and believe it to be quite real. Which is why Shinra would like very much for Aerith to help us—
You're wrong! I'm not an ancient!
But Aerith, even when you're all alone, don't you hear voices whispering secrets?
No, never!
But all three of us knew that wasn't true. That man knew exactly who Aerith was, where she'd come from, and what she could do.
They knew where she was, but they didn't just take her? Doesn't sound like the Turks I know.
She had to come willingly, otherwise it wouldn't work, they said. That's why, even if they did take her away, I'm sure she's still being treated like a guest. And that they'll send her straight back home once they get what they need.
I doubt it.
You're not planning anything, are you? Don't make things worse than they already are. If I lost her too, I don't know if I could ever. Just don't.
Cloud, maybe she's right about this. Maybe they'll let Aerith go when it's all over. Maybe we'd be better off waiting a little while.
Let's head back to Sector 7. Got things to take care of. Like checking up on the bar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright guys, but before we do head out, we have to go up here. Because we have to grab an item. Accessory, I think it is. In here, where Marlene is sleeping. Right over here, in this chest. Mythical Amulet. So this will strengthen summons called forth in battle.
The main entrance to Sector 7 is buried under rubble now. So how are we supposed to get back inside?
Underground passage in the park.
Good plan.
But how do we get to the park?
I know another way to get there. Aerith showed me before.
This ancient girl knows her stuff. Didn't mean anything by it.
Alright guys, so before we head there, I'm coming back right to Chadley here because I'm going to defeat Leviathan. That episode is just going to be for Leviathan, and then after that will be the rest of this chapter, except for the boss fight, which will be a different episode. And thanks for watching.